First of all, what in the heck is coffee badging?
I don't know.
Part of me is annoyed that we've evolved into this new trend, but part of me is a little bit intrigued. So, coffee badging now tells the progression of the state of work post COVID, right? So we went from quiet quitting, and I did a video about that and that phenomenon and how we were all silently quitting our jobs by just doing enough to not get fired, but staying low enough under the radar because it was an employee's market. But now we have transitioned to an employer's market. So let's unpack this a little bit. So let me give you a little bit of a definition. Coffee badging is an employee's silent protest against the mandated return to work. So, either a hybrid work environment, or we went from working at home to now everybody got to come back into the office. So, this is when professionals show up to show their face, to have some coffee, to slap high fives, to give their boss some eye contact and make it look like they're playing nice. But they play like they're working, basically. It's you badge in and you get your coffee and you hang out. Show your face. Be part of the community. But working, well, that's secondary. Pause. Let me quickly give you a millennial perspective. Why? I've been singing it from the rooftops and I'm going to keep going. But right now we're in December 2024. We are counting down before millennials make up 75% of the global workforce. So I think you want to hear what we have to say. Let me start by saying it's petty. Yes, it's petty and it's not integral to do that. But a lot of millennials feel justified. I'm not saying it's right, but just know that there may be a little bit of this air of justification of I've gotten used to this thing and now I'm rediscovering myself in new ways. I'm looking at work differently and now you're snatching that away. So some millennials feel justified. I'm not saying it's me, but I'm just getting you into the know. We have moved from work-life balance, and I know people are still talking about that term, but millennials have specifically moved into work life integration, meaning work is an extension of who I am. They work together. I don't compartmentalize work is this from these hours, home is this from these hours, but it's part of me and my values, my purpose. That's our drive. Is purpose is to have purpose and to give purpose. So we will never really see work as this compartmentalized thing that takes up most of our lives anymore. We've evolved, we've stretched, we've grown, we've been shown the promised land so that we can't go back. And then the last thing I'll say is it kind of feels like a cutoff of a freedom airway supply. And from career prospects, we are highly concerned about what's after this. So, yes, the mandate has come. Y'all got to come back to work. But what else is there? What does this mean? For me, what does this mean for my work life integration? What does this mean for my career, my growth? What there's just too many unknowns. And again, we've expanded in terms of freedom and self-awareness and self-care and all of that. This feels like that is getting cut off. So that is just the high level of the millennial perspective. Leaders, this is what you can do. For one thing, be careful about what you force. I mean, these are some pretty hard standards, right? It seems like the discussion already happened. I wasn't able to be part of it. But the more you restrict and push, the more the workforce will restrict their engagement and push back. So it doesn't have to be an all or nothing, but everything should not come through this lens of a mandate. Another thing, don't implement a one size fits all solution. If your team, if your employees, your professionals like the job and they like what they're doing, they are able to be their authentic selves where they can be their natural behavioral style where it lights up their drivers. If they like coming to work, then know that extroverts like the sense of community at the office, especially thinking about that work life integration. There's that social part. It also meets the love and belonging hierarchy on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, if this is the place where community can be built, then allow that to happen. But one thing is not going to work for everybody. Some people get their energy from solitude, and some people get their energy from community. I'm describing introverts and extroverts. Some people are more productive at home when they can multitask. I am one of those people. As many things that I can fit into a 60-minute hour, the more accomplished I feel. I'm not saying that that is the best thing to do and that it hasn't gotten me into trouble. But what I am saying is I thrive off multitasking, and I do that best at home. So think about who is in your office, think about the culture, the look, the feel, the energy of your community, of your team, and then make solutions accordingly. Like I said, most of us cannot see beyond this mandate. It feels like a wall that we can't climb instead of a door or a gate or window that we can open and step or even just look through. We can't see beyond the fog of this change. So start sharing immediately and more frequently what the outlook is. What's the reason we're doing this? And no, that reason is not going to satisfy everyone, but we have got to get out of this parent child relationship when it comes to leaders and their team. People's sense of security has been rocked. And the best way to ease that unknown is to focus on restoring it. Some of it, yes, is going to be on them. It's their responsibility. But you got to paint the picture and invite the team members to help you either paint the picture or describe the vision and their part within it. So I encourage you to invite your team, both collectively and individually, to plant the vision or to paint the vision together. This cannot be the end of the conversation. We're doing this. You have made it here. You will cut off buy-in from people, even the folks that want to be in the office. So what's next? Start having those conversations more than this conversation. Okay, that's all I have for you on this new strange term of coffee badging. I mean, who comes up with this stuff? I don't know. But I'm sure there will be more rolling out about it, and I'll be here to talk about it and keep you posted. So if you haven't already, make sure you comment below. Tell me, if are you coffee badging, or are you a leader and you know that everybody else on your team is coffee badging? Like the video, share it with other people, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.